that so?
Yes.
You are 92.
Be that as it may.
Is that so?
So he's here.
Well, what does it matter?
Vanity is amazing.
So, forgetting.
I'm 91.
Okay.
Yeah, 92.
Oh, let it be alone.
No, it's important getting things.
It doesn't matter.
It does to me.
I know because he says you're exactly 30 years older than I am and
What if he is wrong? What if he is not 30 years younger than you?
as you would think he would know how old he is.
No, I mean if he is wrong about how old you are.
Don't be silly. How could he not be 30 years younger than I am when I am 30 years older than he is? He said it over and over. He comes to see me every time he comes to see me. What day is it today?
It's 27 March 2025.
You see?
Well, one of you might be wrong and it might not be him.
He.
Yes, I know.
Don't be stupid. What is it? What day is it?
It's Thursday.
No.
No, what?
No, it isn't.
Okay.
What day do you think it is?
What day is it? What day do I... It's today, of course. What do you think it is?
Right on, girl.
What an answer. What a dumb.
Don't you talk to me that way.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I pay you, don't I? You can't talk to me that way.
In a way.
What?
Indirectly. You pay someone who pays me. Someone who...
Well, there, you see, you cannot talk to me that way.
She isn't talking to you that way.
What?
She isn't talking to you that way.
I don't know what you're talking about besides.
There. Feel better?
Honestly.
A good cry lets it all out.
What does a bad one do?
Sometimes, yeah, so...
What?
Never mind. I was going to say something nice. Never mind.
What did she say? She mumbles all the time.
I don't remember. Never mind.
How is anyone expected to hear what she says?
She didn't finish her sentence. It doesn't matter.
I'll bet it doesn't.
What I meant was, you may have been incorrect about your age for so long. May have made up the fiction so many years ago. Though why anyone would lie about your 1 year?
Let her alone. Let her have it if she wants to.
I will not.
How what?
Why would you lie about 1 year? I can imagine taking off 10 or trying to. Though more probably 7 or 5. Good and tricky. But 1. Taking off 1 year. What kind of fancy is that?
How you go on?
How you go on?
How I go on? So I can understand 10 or 5 or 7. But 1?
How you do?
How you do? How what?
How she goes on?
Yes, how you go on.
Yes, I do.
I want to go.
On?
I want to go. I want to go.
You want to go? You want the pan? Is it number 1? You want the pan?
No. No. No.
Alright. Can you walk?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll try you, okay? Do you want the walker?
I want to. I don't know anything. Please.
Alright.
You're hurting me. You're hurting me.
Alright, alright. I won't. Be careful.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. You're hurting me. You know how I hurt?
Hold the phone.
I suppose one could lie about 1 year. Some kind of one-upmanship. A private one against perhaps some tiny victory maybe. I don't know. Maybe these things get important. Why can't I be nice?
Made it that time and so it goes.
Not always.
In the morning when she wakes up, she waits, a kind of greeting to the day I suppose. The sphincter and the cortex not in the sync, never during the night but as she wakes.
Good morning to the morning.
Something to something.
Put a diaper on her.
She won't have it. I'm working on it but she won't have it.
Rubber sheet?
Won't have it. Get her up, put her in the chair and she does the other. Give her a cup of coffee.
Black?
half cream and all the sugar, 3 spoons. How has she lived this long? Give her a cup of coffee, put her in the chair, give her a cup of coffee and place your bets.
What chair? This chair?
You got it, don't worry.
It must be awful.
For whom?
For her. You're paid. It's probably awful for you too. But you're paid.
As she never ceases to inform me and you.
To begin to lose it. I mean, the control, the loss of dignity, the.
Oh, stop it. It's downhill from 16 on, for all of us.
Yes, but.
What are you, 20 something? Haven't you figured it out yet? You take the breath in and you let it out. The first one you take in, you're upside down and then slap into it. The last one, well, the last one you let it all out and that's it. You start and then you stop. Don't be so soft. I'd like to see the children learn it. Have a 60-year-old say, I'm dying and know what it means.
You're horrible.
Start in young, make them aware they got only a little time. Make them aware they're dying from the minute they're alive.
Awful.
Grow up. Do you know it? Do you know that you're dying?
Well, of course, but.
Grow up.
A person could die in there and nobody would care.
Done already.
A person could die and nobody. A person could fall down and break something and nobody would care.
Let me help you.
Get your hands off me. A person could really die in there and nobody would care at all.
Are you comfortable? Do you want your pillow?
Of course, I'm not comfortable. I want my pillow.
I don't know which one.
It's two actually, one for the back and one for the arm. Here we are. Lean forward. That's a girl.
You're hurting my arm.
See, are you comfy?
What?
Nothing.
And so it goes.
Uh-huh.
What a prediction.
You haven't seen anything.
I bet.
You can't just leave me in there like that. What if I fell? What if I died?
Well, if you fell, I'd rather hear you or you raise a racket. And if you died, what does it matter?
You can say that again. What's the matter with you?
Who? Me?
Yes, you?
What's the matter with me?
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what I said.
What are you all doing? Ganging up on me?
Is that what we're doing?
Maybe.
There is nothing the matter with me.
Well, you just wait.
What did she say?
She says she has nothing to wait. She's perfect over there.
I didn't say that. That's not what I meant.
Why is she yelling at me?
She's not.
I'm not.
Now you are.
You see? What day is it today?
It's Thursday.
Is he coming today? Is today the day he comes?
No, not today.
Why not?
Oh, he probably has something else to do. He probably has a full schedule.
He never comes to see me, and when he does, he never stays. I'll fix him. I'll fix all of them. They all think they can treat me like this. You all think you can get away with anything. I'll fix you all.
Is it always like this?
No, it's often very unpleasant.
Huh?
You all want something. There's nobody doesn't want something. My mother taught me that. Be careful, she said. They all want something. She taught me what to expect, me and my sister. She prepared us and no, somebody had to. I mean, we were girls and that was way back then and it was different then. We didn't have a lot. And being a girl wasn't easy. We knew we had to make our own way. And being a girl back then, what am I talking about this?
Because you want to.
That's right. She tried to prepare us for going out in the world, for men, for taking our own way. Sis couldn't do it. That's too bad. I could. I did. I met him at a party and he said he had seen me before. He had been married twice. The first one was a bore and the second one was drunk. He was funny. He said, let's go riding in the park. And I said, all right. Scared to death. I lied. I said I rode. He didn't care. He wanted me. I could tell that. It only took 6 weeks.
Good girl?
We had horses when we were married. We had a stable. We had saddle horses and we rode a lot.
Hoity-toity.
I learned to ride back then and I was very good.
I'm sure.
How are you sure?
I rode side saddle and I rode astride. I drove ponies and I loved it at all. He would go with me and he would ride every morning, and the Dalmatian would go with us. What was her name? Susie. No, we had good horses and we showed them and we won all the ribbons and we kept them in a big case down in the... No, that was the other house. We kept them. And cups. All the silver cups. We won, and bowls and platters. We knew all the judges, but that's not why we would win. We won because we were like that.
Of course.
Be decent.
Oh, she'll learn. We had horses. I knew all the judges and I would go in the ring. We were in the championships and I would sit there and I would watch horses. I never rode when we were in the champions. Earl did that. He was a rider. I would sit in there and watch the judges. They all knew me. We were famous. We had a famous stable, and when the judge was done, they would tell me if you had won, and we almost always had. If they told me and they almost always did, I would signal. I would take my hat off and I would touch my hair, and that way they would know we would win.
Who?
Everyone in our box. Oh, I used to love it. Riding in the morning, going to the stable in the station wagon in my coat, and Jodhpurs and my derby, petting. What was her name? The Dalmatian Susie, I think. No. And mounting and riding off. Sometimes he came with me and sometimes he did. Sometimes I went off alone.
Her husband, most likely. Did you ride when you were little?
No, we were poor.
Poor? Really poor?
Well, no, not really poor. My father was an architect. He designed furniture. He made it.
That's not an architect. That's...
Let it be.
He made such a beautiful furniture. He was an architect. Strict but fair. No, my mother was strict. No, they were both strict and fair.
Now.
Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. What am I saying?
You're talking about horses, you were talking about riding, and we asked when you were a little girl.
We never rode. The neighbors had a horse, but we never rode it. I don't think my sister ever rode, but I can't swim. She drank.
When she was a little girl?
Oh, please.
What? What are we talking about?
Horses. You didn't like horses when you were a little girl.
No, you rode if you were a farmer, and if you were rich.
Or if you were a rich farmer?
Shh.
She'll learn, won't you?
Well, I dare say.
I wasn't rich until I got married, and I wasn't really right then till later. It all adds up. We had saddle horses, we rode, I learned to ride, and I was very good. I rode saddle and I rode astride and I drove ponies, hackneys.
And you loved it all.
Shh.
What?
You loved it all.
You loved it all.
Did I?
So you say.
Well, then it must be true. I didn't like sex much then, but I had an affair.
Oh.
What? What do you want?
She doesn't want anything.
We used to ride. He would go with me, not all the time. Sometimes I would go off alone or with a dog. Pathway, never too far from the stable. She had a cat she was in love with. She would go back, but I would go on. I had my jokus and my coat and my switch and my derby hat. I always rode in my costumes. Never go out except you're properly dressed. I always say I would drive the station wagon from the house. I loved to drive, I was good at it. I was good at everything, I had to be. He wasn't. I would drive in the station wagon to the stable and Al would be there. Or one of the stable boys, Tom or Bradley. Am I doing in my pants?
Well, let's see. Upsy daisy. No, but definitely you're going to. Off you go.
The princess and the pea maybe. What's wrong with her?
She fell and broke it. It didn't heal. Mostly they don't at that age. They put pins in it, metal pins, the bone disintegrates around the pins, and the arm just hangs there. They want to take it off.
What?
The arm. They want to take the arm off.
No.
It hurts.
Still?
She won't let them.
I shouldn't think so.
What do you know? She makes us go into the city once a week to see the surgeon. The one who said it. The one who wants to take it off. God, he's almost as old as she is. She trusts him, she says. She goes in once a week and she makes them x-ray it and look at it each time. The pins are looser and the bone is gone more. But she tells the old guy, the surgeon, it's so much better, and she wants him to agree. And she waffles and she looks at me and I have no help. And she makes him promise that he will never take the arm off and won't let anyone else do it either. And he promises, assuming she'll forget, probably, but she won't. There are some other things that she never forgets. He promised me, you were there, you heard him. I think she says every other day, he promised me, you were there, you heard him. Oh God. Oh God. Now, why did you do that? You naughty, naughty girl, bad, bad girl. What do I have to do? Take everything away from you, huh?
I broke the glass. I broke the glass and threw it in the sink now. I broke the glass and she has to clean it all up.
Bad.
I broke the glass. I broke the glass. I have to sit down. I can't sit down myself. Why won't somebody help me?
No, no. Here we go.
Ouch.
Alright, now.
Jesus.
You're a big help.
I didn't know I was supposed to be.
Just hear from the lawyer, okay?
Yes, just hear from the lawyer.
What are you saying?
I said, well, what I implied was, she's here from the lawyer. Why would she behave like a human being? Why would she be any help? Why would she?
You're from Harry?
No, Harry's dead. Harry's dead 30 years ago.
Harry's dead? When did Harry die?
30 years ago.
Well, I knew that. What are you talking about Harry for?
You asked if I had come from Harry.
I wouldn't do anything that stupid.
And so it goes.
Harry used to be my lawyer, but that was years ago. Harry died, maybe around 30 years ago? Harry died, but now his son's the lawyer. I go to him, well, sometimes he comes to me. I go to him.
Yes, you do, and yes, he does.
Why are you here?
Some things have been misplaced, aren't being done, some things.
Somebody stealing things?
No. We send you papers to sign and you don't sign them. We call you and you don't call back. We send you checks to sign and you don't sign them. Things like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
None of it is true. You're lying. Get Harry on the phone.
Harry is.
Excuse me? The I'll get to it pile?
What?
The I'll get to it pile?
What are you talking about?
Papers, checks.
Oh, lots of stuff.
There's nothing.
What is there? What is it?
Ah. You have a drawer full, the bills come and you look at them, and some of them you need and they get paid, and some of them say you can't remember and don't send them.
Why would I send in a bill for something I never ordered?
And they send you your checks to sign to pay bills. And some of them sign because you remember what they were for, but some of the checks you can't remember.
I what?
You don't remember what they are for, and so you don't sign them and put them in the drawer.
So,
These things pile up.
I see.
everybody out there is trying to rob me blind. You think I'm made of money?
Yes, you are. Isn't she?
More or less.
They would steal you blind if you didn't pay attention. The help, the stores, the market, the little Jews make my purse. What's her name? She's nice. They all rob you blind if you so much as to turn back on them. All of them.
We have asked you. Let all your bills come to us. We'll know what to do. Let me bring you your checks every month. I'll stay here while you sign them. Whatever you like.
None of you think I can handle my own affairs. I've done it for... When he was so sick, I did it all. I did all the bills. I did all the checks. I did everything.
But now you don't have to.
I don't have to then. I wanted to. I wanted everything to be right. And I do now. I still do.
Well, of course you do.
Of course you do.
And so I'll handle my own affairs. Thank you.
Well, certainly.
And I'll watch you pretend to handle them.
And I watch you, every one of you. I used to love horses.
It's just people you don't like.
Oh, is that it? We rode Western Saddle too. It was when he almost died the first time. The first time I was with him, he had blood infection. He was hunting, they were all hunting, and gun went off and it hit him in the arm, the shoulder. My God, they shot him in the shoulder and they didn't get all the bullet out. And it got infected and his arm swelled up like a balloon and they lanced it and it burst and there was all pus over.
Stop.
Why? What's it to you?
And they put drains in it. And there were no medicines back then.
No antibiotics, you mean?
No antibiotics. What?
Yeah, no antibiotics.
Yes, and it wouldn't go away and it got worse. And everybody said he was going to die. But I wouldn't let him. I said no. He is not going to die. I told that to the doctors and I told him that too. And he said alright, he would try. If I would sleep with him, if I wouldn't leave him alone at night, be next to him. And I did, and it smelled so awful, the pus, the rot,
Don't, please.
And they said to take him to the desert, break his arm in the hot sun, and we went there. We went to Arizona, and he sat in the baking sun all day. His arm oozing and stinking and splitting, and in 6 months it went away. And his arm went down in size, and there was no pus, and he was saved except for the scars, all the scars. And I learned to ride the Western Saddle.
My.
And it was outside Phoenix, Camelback Mountain. We used to ride out into the desert, and the movie star was there. The one who married the young fellow who ran the studio. She had eyes in a different color.
She had what?
She had eyes of a different color. One eye was blue and or something, and the other eye was green, I think.
Who was this?
Oh, she was a big star. She was tiny, and she had a very big head. I think she drank too.
I think everyone drinks. Merle Oberyn.
No, of course not, you know.
How long was this?
Oh, when I was there, when we were there, she was very tiny. She had 2 eyes.
In the 30s.
Probably. She had a son and cooked an egg on the sidewalk. It was so hot. He told me.
Her son told you?
No, ours. He was a little boy too. He played with all the other children, the chewing gum twins. That one.
That must have been before the war.
Which one?
Civil.
Talberg. That's who she married. I told Talberg. He was really smart little Jew.
All smart Jews are little. Have you noticed? Irving Thalberg.
I am a Democrat. I notice all things.
Most of us are. But still, it's fascinating, isn't it? Grisly but fascinating. She doesn't mean anything by it, or if she did, well, she doesn't know. It just falls out.
Norma Scherer.
Of course.
Who?
What's the matter with all of you people?
We are Democrats.
What?
Well, you asked what the matter was.
Don't you get fresh?
My god, I haven't heard that from a long time. Don't get fresh.
My mother would say that to me all the time. Don't you get fresh? To sis and me, she made us eat everything she put before us and wash the dishes. And she made us know what being a grown-up was. She was strict but fair. No, that was her father. No, that was both of them. They are dead. Sis, they are dead.
A smart little Jew?
At least she didn't say kike.
She would make us write thank you notes and little gifts whenever we were somewhere and made us wash everything we wore the night we wore it by hand before we went to bed. Sometimes she wouldn't and I had to do hers too. She made us be proper young ladies.
And go to church twice a day and pray a lot?
What? Oh yes, we went to church but didn't talk about it very much. We took it for granted, I suppose. How much did you steal?
When?
Whenever?
Well, I waited until you were asleep.
I never sleep.
Until you were pretending to be asleep, and then I went into the river closet and took down all big silver balls and I stuck them up under my skirt and I waddled out into the hall.
Joke about it if you want to. You must have looked funny.
Well, I suppose.
Waddled out like that? You probably clanked too.
Yes, I'm sure I did. Clank, clank.
Clank, clank. You don't think any of this is funny, do you?
Oh, yes, I'm just trying to decide what I think's really the most hilarious. Unpaid bills, anti-Semitism, senility, or...
Now, play it in your own league, huh?
Well, I'm sorry.
I'll have to talk to Harry about it.
Harry's dead. Harry's been dead for years.
I know, so everybody's. I don't have any friends anymore. Most of them are dead, and the ones who aren't dead are dying. And the ones who aren't dying have moved away, and I don't see anymore.
Well, what does it matter? You don't like any of them anymore.
That's true, but you're supposed to like them, to have them with you. Isn't it a contract? You take people as friends and you spend time at it. You put effort in and it doesn't matter if you don't like them anymore. Who likes anybody anymore? You have put in all the time. And what do they have to
To die?
what?
What right do they have to die?
No, to not be what they are, what they were.
To change, you mean?
Let her alone.
No, right. You count on them and they change. The Bradleys, the Fitzies, they die, they go away, and the family dies. Families go away. Nobody should do this. Look at sis.
What about her?
My sister was drunk. She was smarter than me. No, brighter, 2 years younger.
Or 5 or 7?
What?
Nothing.
She always got better grades, had more bukes when we were growing up. Only then she missed more boards than you can stick at.
I have never shook a stick at a boat.
Well, maybe you should give it a try. Shaken, not shook.
We came to the city together. She finished school, and we had a tiny little apartment. And our mother and our father came to see it. To be sure, it was all right, not dangerous, I suppose. It was furnished, but he didn't like it, so he gave us some of theirs, some from the garage. He made the most beautiful furniture. He was an architect. We went out all the time, looking for jobs that a young lady could accept, being escorted at night. We were the same size, so we could wear each other's clothes. That saved money. We had a little allowance, but very little one. Nothing to spoil us. She was a little shorter, but not much. We kept a list of the boys, the young men, the men who took us out. We went out with them together a lot. Wouldn't know we were wearing each other's? Is that what I mean?
Yes, I think so. Most probably.
Keep awake.
No, I wore that at Plaza. Don't you remember? You would better wear the beads. We had a regular list. We had big feet.
What?
They had big feet.
Well, I would never know. I think we liked each other. We used to confide a lot and laugh, and mother made us write twice a week or call later. We tried sending letters together, one letter together, but she would make us send two, each of them. They had to be newsy and long, and she would send them back to us with things like that. That's not true. And don't abbreviate, or your sister said the same thing. If she didn't like them, or spelling, she couldn't spell. She drank.
Your mother?
What? No, of course, my sister.
Of course.
Even then?
When?
When you first came to the city?
No, of course not. Later. Well, we'd have champagne when we went out before the speakeasies. We would drink champagne and nibble on candied orange rind. He brings me some sometimes when he comes, or flowers, freesia, when they are in season. It's the least he can do, and he knows it.
Who is this?
Hassle.
We would go out, but we didn't take each other's boyfriends. She was prim. I liked wilder men, I suppose.
Why? Don't you?
We never liked the same boys, men. But I don't think she liked men very much. Well, I know she did. Anyway, we had to get her married when she was almost 40. Get someone for her. I don't think she wanted him. He was a wow.
I don't believe it sometimes.
Why not? Walk nigger kike. I told you. It doesn't mean anything. It's the way she learned things.
From these strict but fair parents.
I have Jewish friends, and I have Irish friends, and I have South American friends. I did. Not Puerto Rican or like that, or Venezuelan or Cuban. Oh, we love to go to Havana.
Another word? Huh?
Uh-huh.
I've never known any colored. Well, help, yes. In Pinehurst, they had colored help, and we used to visit them there. They knew their place. They were polite and well behaved. None of those uppity teenagers or the city ones.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He keeps telling me I can't say these things. I don't know what he means. He said once he wouldn't come to see me anymore if I said those things. I don't know what things he means. What did he mean?
Don't worry yourself. Your sister married an Italian.
She did what? Oh, that was later. I always had my eye out for the right man.
And she didn't?
No, she always thought everything would fall right into her lap, and it did a lot. I had to work for everything. Nothing came my way. I was tall and handsome. She was tall and pretty, but tall but shorter, not as tall as I am. Worse? I have shrunk. I'm not tall. I used to be so tall. Why have I shrunk?
It happens with time. We get shorter. It happens every day too. We're taller in the morning than we are at night.
How?
The spine compresses as the days goes on.
I don't have one. I used to have one. I don't have one anymore.
What does she mean?
She means osteoporosis.
It hasn't happened to you yet. You wait.
The spine collapses. You can fracture it by walking, turning around, or whatever.
I used to be tall. I've shrunk.
I know.
He was short. A lot of my bjorks was short, but tall. But he was short.
Who is this?
Her husband, I think.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
Oh, I knew such tall boys, such dances. Sis and I would dance all night with all the tall boys. Some of them were show boys. They were fairies, but some of them were regular. We would dance the night away, and sometimes I would go off.
Naughty girl.
I was the wild one. Sis would say to me, "How can you do that?" And I would laugh and I would say, "Oh, come on. I like to have good time." But I had my eye out. I always had my eye out. If I don't have my eye out, who will? I've always had to be on my toes. Then sneaking around, sneaking and conniving. If I didn't keep my eye out, we wouldn't have anything. His sister, that one she married, the first one, the dumpy little dentist, was he? What did he know about running an office? What did he know about handling money? Enough to steal, enough to line his own pockets. And of course, the old man kept his head turned the other way because what's his name? The dentist was married to his precious daughter. Oh, that one. Whining and finagling. wrapping him around her little finger. I had to stay one step ahead of all of them. I fixed them.